Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about how people can learn about their own faiths from people of other faiths. Now, this might seem like a weird concept to some, that you can only learn things about your faith only from people of your faith. And I think there's been this whole attitude of all these different religions are different, they're their own separate exclusive groups. But I've realized that a lot of religions have very similar viewpoints. And one of the things about the progressive Christian movement is a lot of it very much is about reshaping Christianity, and some people have been looking to other religious faiths to do that. Things like one of my favorite books is Without Buddha I Could Not Be a Christian by Paul Mitter, where what he really does is he looks at sort of the Buddhist theological views, and he basically takes those views and uses Christian language primarily. He also looks at certain aspects of Christianity that he thinks are special to him that don't exist in Buddhism, and he also looks at Buddhist views that Christianity doesn't have that Christians can maybe learn from. And I actually, very recently, as of the making of this video, this actually is from the past few days, there was a Wiccan who made or a witch, I don't know if she's Wicca or a pagan basically, made a YouTube video about having a spirit-led day, and I was thinking, that's something that's part of Christianity, a major part of Christianity that I myself have kind of turned my back on. This is inspiring me to actually try to re-embrace that part of my Christian faith. And I mean, this is something that's a major part of Christianity that is also part of another faith. And something that was very lucky for me was that it was right before Pentecost. So yesterday was Pentecost. It was the perfect time to live this spirit-led day, which it kind of became a spirit-filled day, but it was a very valuable day, and thank you, Joanna DeVoe, for that video and for basically helping me. And yesterday also at church, I was having a discussion with someone who was talking about how the Holy Spirit works through everyone, whether they believe or not, was something that he said. And I mean, I'm not sure if I agree or disagree, I don't know, but I thought that was an interesting viewpoint. Something else I'm going to comment on is some of the major things that Bishop John Shelby Spong talks about in his books, especially about the Gospels, are things that he learned from Michael Gilder, who's a biblical scholar and an atheist. And so he's learned a lot about biblical studies from atheists. And something I definitely think is important to know is that much of the Christian scriptures are Jewish. So I look at things that Jews say about a lot of the biblical scriptures, as well as what Christians say. And I also heard a story about my pastor told a story about he saw an interview with a Muslim who was asked what he does during his secular life, and the Muslim then said, "I don't live a secular life." And I think the perfect example of someone that I know who doesn't live a secular life is someone I would maybe label as a spiritual atheist. He's very active in the pagan community. I've talked about him in some of my other videos, and he goes to church. I've run into him a couple of times at the Episcopal Cathedral I go to. He's been very active at synagogue. He actually, in fact, bar mitzvahed me. So I mean, I learn a lot of things about my own religious faith that I also have learned from people of other faiths. And I could keep going on, but I'm gonna cut this video short. Thank you for watching. Shalom.